Hi friends, welcome back. Not entirely sure how well all my lights are lighting, but we'll just go with it. I gotta clean off my desk, I gotta clean off the table behind me, I gotta do all sorts of stuff. But instead, let's do this. So, today, this video is envelopes 3 ways. It's fun with envelopes. And these are just scraps that I grabbed so that I could play. These are trashes. Should have done this before I turned the camera on, but you know, why would I do that? So more scraps that I missed. I did actually try to clean. Whoops. So, I've got my scraps here to play with. I've got my pen that I keep by me at all times. Let's look at the first one. The first one is an envelope. It started out like this envelope, only smaller. And it still looks like an envelope. But when you open it, first of all, I put a couple of tags in here. And second of all, you can turn this into writing space. You can either put something on top of this paper that's blank. You could paint it. You could pretty much anything you want. You could just put blank paper down here to begin with, actually, which is what I'm going to do on this one. I'm going to make it look more like a writing space. This was decorative more than anything right now, until I decide what I'm going to put on it. So you can tuck the tags in, or you can tuck the tags out, but either way you can keep the envelope closed. So it's just this, and then if you want to tuck it in like a belly band or something like that, I did cover the back with something. Maybe you could put a postcard on the back here or something like that. That would be super cute, I think. And I haven't decked it out yet. There's still definitely more, but I wanted to show you the bones of most of these things because I think I could go nuts decorating these for a while. Okay, and so this is the second one, and it's another envelope. Obviously, sorry. Clearly it's another envelope. It's not quite like this one, but this is the one that I'm going to use when I make it today. So, I'm going to make a bigger copy, basically. That's what I'm saying. But what I did for this one was I sewed down, check out my new thread. It's not color changing thread, like this pink is always going to be pink, but it changes colors. It's gradient. I don't know. Anyway, it's rainbow thread. And so this is just one envelope. I sewed across it and made 3 separate places with 3 separate tags. And so this could be definitely put sideways on a page just like this and be super cute. What I also noticed is that you could fold it up like this and tie string around it and tuck it in somewhere too. In which case maybe you want to put something here and maybe you don't. I planned on just gluing it to a paper, so I didn't. And speaking of gluing things to paper, that's what I did here. I attached this on purpose. Well, obviously it was on purpose. No, not obviously, because I've glued my fingers, so I guess it's not obvious. Anyway, did it on purpose because I want to show you. I've got 1 pocket, which I couldn't have done that if this was not on paper. 1 pocket, 2 pocket, 3 pocket, 4 pocket. And these are not the tags I'm expecting are going to stay with this. These are just the tags that I happen to grab from my blank tags to show you 4 pockets. Now, if you wanted to, you could even make more pockets. Put one right on the front here, for example. But I didn't. So, and that was made using an envelope like this. So, The first one I'm gonna do is this one. This was not the first one I did when I did these. So it took me a second. Okay. So for this, I am just going to cut these edges off. I am not real worried. Well, actually, I probably should be. I'm going to cut this a little shorter. And here's why. I wasn't worried about these, but then I realized if I'm putting tags in and out, I'm going to definitely want a straight edge that's not going to catch the tags and prevent them from coming in and out. So, there's that. That's... I've got a boy crawling behind me on his hands and knees. I thought it was the cat that I was hearing. I was incorrect. So I don't want jagged edges for my tags to get hung up on just because that's a pain in the butt. So, all right. Okay, so this is a good starting point here. I just wanted a piece of paper that was going to run the full length of my envelope. And that's what I have here. And so what I'm going to do is just glue. I'm going to glue. Okay. I don't remember where my camera shot ends, so I apologize. It doesn't matter that this has a window. I'm gluing over and on it. All right, and I'm gonna try to line this edge up. The edge is up, so if my honkin' noggin's in the way, sorry. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I've got, and again, if I was going to use this for like a double-sided, if I was going to use this for a little pocket like this, then I would probably worry about covering this side, but it's not, and I'm not. So, here's this. There we go. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, it's a little lumpy bumpy, but it'll be fine. What's a little lumpy bumpy? Okay. So all I did at this point is fold it into threes like this, and then I sewed down this fold. However, we're gonna do it without sewing this time. So I am going to just use my whatever is in this thing. I think it's Elmer's Glue All. Whee! And right on this fold too. Whee! And actually, yeah, that's good. Another way we could do this, which I didn't think of, is to go this way, and then you could attach this to the back. And then you could just have this where it folds out and it opens like this. And then you would only need, if you attached it here, you would only need additional coverage on this flap and this flap. So you could do it that way if you want. But I just want this to kind of glue up. Okay, so my ink. Still don't know which corner is the juicy corner. Can't remember. Haven't marked it. You would think that would be like a wicked smart thing for me to do here, but no. No. Why would I do that? Okay, so I can absolutely just put this on a page, you know, inked up and ready. Or I could continue to decorate, which I am going to continue to decorate a little bit. I'm kind of decorating each of these pages, or each of these separately. Kind of. All right, I'm going to use, no I'm not, because I don't think I have enough. This I have enough of. Okay, made this one. Okay, so if I start where this smudge is, right there. Oh, look, it actually lines up with some text. So let's start where the text is there. And see. Hello, hello. Okay. And now, like that. Okay. Now I've just got to do it again. If I do it this way, I can get 2 out of it. So it was getting cut at like just about here. And then cut here. And one more here. And it's just a rough guide. It's just a, like, it doesn't matter. Good news is I don't have to, like, I'm not building a bridge. This doesn't have to have structural integrity. I mean, I prefer it if it did, but like, just eyeballing it should be fine. You know what? This last one is a little bit smaller, I think, is what's going on. So that's fine. I'm just gonna ink everybody here. So, and can I just say it's very, very good that I'm not building bridges, because I could probably MacGyver something up. I mean, I'm sure I could. However, it may not be what anybody's looking for or wants. But like, I don't know, give me some duct tape, some sticks, and rope, and I can cobble something together. Okay. So I've got one kid that is doing Halloween-y type things out and about, and everybody else is staying home, as far as I can tell, although the youngest wants to go hang out with a friend, but I don't know. I don't know. He's not even really sure where his friend lives, so it makes it a little more tricky. So this paper, this green paper, is actually coffee dyed scrapbook paper. Because I have a big pile of stuff that I'm just like, no particular order. I just, like, when I coffee dye, I'll just grab from that stack and just dye whatever I grab. I have some folders that are separated out of stuff, and there's no sorting. It's just like, hey, I found this. Oh, I want a coffee dye. In the folder it goes. Doesn't matter which folder. There's no, it is chaos. It is chaos, and that's good. So did I glue my envelope shut? Because that would, oh no, I did. Did I glue my envelope shut? Yes, I did, which is exactly what I wanted to do, because pockets. I was trying to find out if I glued my pockets shut, but it looks like this one opens, and this one opens, so that's good. Okay, now, ow, I'm gonna bang my knee. I'm gonna check the time. Not bad. Okay, I was also checking my camera angle here. So, yeah, so I'm not really sure what the rest of the day is gonna bring, but right now I get to do this. I've got my pile, my cluster bucket. Too big. I've got all these big ones, which I really like when I have pages that need them. Oh, there's one. Found one. And let's see. That's possible. I like that one. So I've got 1, 2. I'm calling that good. That's 3. Look at that. So now I'm just gonna, however I think they need to be situated. And this is why I love clusters, because look, I just decorated the page in like 2 seconds. Not really, because I know you guys had to watch me like pick stuff out, but it didn't go too badly. Okay, this glue needs to be replaced, but I gotta run it out because I'm not sure which one it was, so I want to run it out so that I can label it like I should have to begin with. Now, I definitely have things I could put on where these staples are. I have like birds, I have all sorts of stuff I could put on here, but I'm not going to, because I want to match stuff to the page. So maybe the page is a bird page, maybe it's not a bird page. So we'll find out. But in the meantime, I've got to make some tags, and this is how I made them last time. So let's do it again this time this way. So what I did, I just grabbed some book pages. These happen to be dictionary pages, so they worked really well. And it has a nice line of text right down the thing. So I just measured it by putting it in the hole. And this is how I know how long my other two need to be. So I can use, these are neat because I'm going to make a little book out of them. So that's why I've got this little batch of book page. There. And I'm not going to decorate the tags right now because I want to move on to the next envelope because I've got limited time. And I know, but one of them is more complicated than the other two. Not complicated, but just kind of can be processier. This was pretty quick, especially without sewing. It got even quicker. Maybe I'll stamp something and put it on here too. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. But I've got these, and they're just all kind of just about the same size-ish. They can be cut to the same size. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Look, it's a book. Ta-da! So there's that. So that's something that I was able to put together real quick. And if I were to use these scraps, maybe that's what I'll do. I'm going to do a scrapping video. Maybe that's what I'll do on it. But I do have to pause for just a second because I'm going to cough. Sorry about that. But I am going to do a scrapping video, use up your scraps video. So that's a good way to do it. Anyway, so I'm going to finish this part right now. I have a glue page. It's probably right in front of my face, but I can't find it. And it's helpful. Dang it. I lost. There it is. I found it. Come back here. Oh, gosh. I just glue on this and then I let it dry in between, and I do stamp whatever I need to stamp off on this. And this is kind of my yuck page. Maybe I'll call it that. For now. And then when I fill it up, I'll tear it up or cut it up or something. Use it up. There's one. Come back here. I gotta find out when my glue is gonna get here because I really like this glue, but I'm anxious to see what's gonna happen with the other glue that I ordered when it gets here and how it works and whatnot. Okay, see how it's curling a little bit? I think if I were to, I think it's gonna uncurl it from that way. Yeah, see, it straightened it right out again. It's not curled anymore, really. That's why I do it both ways on both sides, because I think it makes it straighter. Oh, glue page, glue page. I'm trying not to screw up this mat like the other one that I have, that I was filming on, and then I covered and filmed on. That is hanging out somewhere still, but I don't want to add any more than I already have to this. Okay, so I've got these tags. Well, they're all not tags yet. Let's make them tags. And then we will be done with this one. And again, you could put pockets here and here and here too. There, you've got options. I'm just trying to get to the next project for you. But I will feel incomplete if I don't turn these into tags. So, can't feel incomplete. Mustn't. Okay. So. Oh, this one's got the window in it, so it's kind of struggling. There we go. I think that's so cute, even without a lot of decoration on them right now. Okay, so that's number 2. No, that's number 1. What am I saying? Okay, number 1. Whew. Okay. All right. I don't know where my big, there's my big purple envelope. Okay. So this one was a lot of fun to do. I'm not gonna put the next one on paper. I'm just gonna do it and leave it. But I wanted you to see that there's that pocket stuck in here. The first thing I did though, and you don't have to do this, but I happened to get this new toy and I really like it and I love it and we're friends forever, and this is my Scallop Punch. Okay. So what I did here was I made 4 very distinct pockets. I folded down, so these were both even. This was even with this, and then this was even with this, but I folded them down because I wanted there to be some distinction so you could see that there were separate pockets instead of having this go all the way up to up here and then you can only see that there's one pocket, if that makes sense. So that's how I'm going to show you. But I've seen this done before. Pam at Paper Outpost has done it. And so now I'm just cutting the very edge of this envelope. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. The rest of it is intact. Okay, it would have been a tube if I hadn't done that. It's going to be a tube again in a second. You just wait. You just wait. Okay, so okay, now it's a tube. Tubular. Totally tubular, dude. Alright, and so there's that. Now, you could technically just decorate this, glue it to a page, and stick a tag in it, and you'd be done. Ta-da! Look. There. You could do that. Or this. Maybe that's a thing I just invented or a thing I'm going to work on, but enough about that. All I did is fold this in half. And I decorated, I didn't glue any part of it yet. And here's why. Because I wanted to decorate. I'm cutting a little bit because, like I said, I folded some down so that there would be distinction between the layers and between the pockets. So I cut just enough on the side, so, whoops, just enough on the side. Here we go. To make a lip. And then left that. And then I did, see how it's now, folded it just enough to make a lip. Like that. And if you let's see. You don't, I don't know what I'm even doing. Okay, watch this. You don't need a full batch of paper to cover this, because none of this is going to be seen. Candy corn is being raided. So none of this is going to be seen because it's going to be glued together. So I'm just going to take this, or I'm going to, am I going to ink it right now? No. I'm going to ink it when it's done. Okay. If I need to trim it again, I'll trim it again at the end. Oh, look at that. It's kind of perfect. So, glue it. And you've got one section decorated. Now, I then took some different paper and put it in behind here. So I'm going to take some different paper and put it in behind here. And I just cut off a little bit. Nope, not that little though. Apparently I did it wrong. Let's see. Okay, this is just about the right width. And I can ink it where it's not, so I can fake it. Ink is like the fake it till you make it type. Yeah, so I mean, it's not completely covered here, but it's mostly covered here. And I'm just gonna, whoops, knock everything over. If I want to, I can always put a strip of something on this bottom area here, but I'm not. And once I ink it, I think it'll go away. Or obscure to the background anyway. Okay. And inking it. Alright. So I've got one pocket, two pockets. Flip this up. Alright, I'm going to put another piece of this stuff, but I'm going to do it better than I did it last time. Maybe. Nope, I'm not. I'm going to do it exactly the same way I did it last time. How's that? Alright, glue it. Oh, oh, oh. Glue fast, glue fast. No, 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 no. Oh, boogers. I did it again. Today, on Wicked Crafty Mom, wrestling with envelopes. Alright, cut it again. You can glue this little piton here. This little thing sticking out here. Okay, I'm going to glue it just so I feel better. It's glued. I feel better. Okay. And then I'm going to ink this back part. And now I can finally glue this part to this part. On your mark, get set, glue. I'm making a mess. I'm making a mess. It's what I do best. I'm making a mess. Okay. Now, I've got one more section to cover. So, I'm going to take this. I'm going to hold it up approximately where it's going. And I'm going to cut. And this is a paper that I made. It's like a digital that I made. Did I just cut the bottom off? That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. I did not. I'm very happy with that. It's a digital that I made out of some paper I made. So, hey, glue. Okay. And there is that one. And then you can ink around the edge of this. And you've got those pockets. And then you can make tags for the pockets, which I am, again, not going to do it this time because I have another envelope to show you. So, here is this. If you glue it down better than I did in my, you can, so where you separated these, you can stick a dab of glue to stick them back now that they're all decorated and the paper is together. So, tidy up, tidy up, quick tidy up. All right, now we're on to this one, and I'm checking my time. Hello, time. Oh gosh, we've got plenty of time. Cool. So, let's look at this one then. I have this envelope. Came from a card of some sort. All I'm doing is cutting the edge off here and cutting the edge off here. That was like the secret mechanics behind this card. Or, it's not a card. Behind this envelope slash journaling space slash sneaky sneaky. So, we're going to decorate this. We are going to decorate that with this. That's why I brought this over. So I am just going to flip this. I'm going to line up my edge of my envelope with the edge of my paper. It's probably safe to assume that this is not a straight edge because I cut this, but I believe it is close enough. So what I'm going to do, I could just glue it down and then cut it out, which I've done before, but what I'm going to do, you know what though? I really don't like surprise. Well, okay. Yeah, so this is how I'll do it because this is how I started it. Whew. Decisions, decisions. Keep moving. So, here is, whoop, this. And just gonna glue it. I'm gonna glue this. Apparently I'm not gonna glue this. On your mark, get set, glue. Go, go, gadget, glue. There we go. Glue. Okay. Oh, I should have grabbed my glue paper. Should have done that to begin with. Come here, you. All right. This is my second video today, and I'm hoping to film a third, but we'll see. All right, so there's that. Now, on this one here, I have this little tuck spot, but mostly it's because this wanted to flip open. So I'm gonna replicate it on here. Anyway. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take just a little piece. Just cut it. That'll work. I'm gonna ink it. Hopefully on camera. And then all I did was glue my pin to my finger. No, all I did was glued it on 3 sides and then put it down where it is overlapped by the pocket, but not so far up that the glue is gonna stick it down. Does that make sense? Was that English? All right. So now that I've got that, I didn't want to leave that in here in case this is gluey or this is gluey. I think they should be fine, but I want to let them dry for a minute without each other. They need to be separated for a little bit. It's for the best. Okay. So we have that, and what I made to go in there were just 2 little tags. So I'll make 2 little tags. And that's pretty much how I made those other ones too. Just teeny tiny tags. I don't have any spot on my little card that's gonna be small enough for these. So here's this, and here's this, and I put little holes in the tags. With my We Are Memory Keepers Crop-A-Dile. And there we go. I used the little hole, the 1/8. There's that, and that, and that. So there's 2 little tags. You can put string in them. I haven't yet, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to. It just means I haven't yet. So there's 2 little tags and the cover. And I'm just going to ink this while I'm here. Now, on any envelope, ever, if it's not already rounded, oof, that was rough, sorry. If it's not already rounded, you can round it. Probably. I can't. Not at all. Let's see. Why is it not? Oh, you know why? It's because I goofed. It's just a little bit off on, like it's a little bit too wide, and that's why, I think. No, it's not a right angle. Maybe that's why. I was all excited. I thought I had a trick. I don't. I don't have a trick. No tricks for me. Sorry. I got super excited about that too. Let's see if this one works. My scallop. No, it will not. Okay, so that's not a thing. Thought it was a thing. All right. Lesson learned. Stop trying to show off. All right. And you can absolutely wet this down maybe before if you want to. If you feel you need to, you could wet it down so it'll dry again. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't. Jeez Louise. Butterfingers. I am Butterfingers today. Alright, I've got this that can fit in here. I like that. So I am going to cut. I was keeping my eye on this particular little nubby here because these should line up and I should be able to connect them with my scissors and cut. That is pretty much how I eyeball things. I try to make like the patterns work for me if I can. So there's that. I had a ridiculously difficult time with this. So I'm not sure if I'm even going to do anything with that or just like leave it for journaling space. Okay, I think I'm gonna put a strip of something here, but not like, because on this one, if you look at it, it's got the same paper 3 times. I'm not gonna do that partially because I don't have enough, and that's just not possible. I can't make paper. Well, I can make paper. I don't have a paper blender. I need a paper blender. A paper blender is not anything different than a regular blender, but I would not want to use my paper making blender for food. So that's why I'm calling it a paper blender. It doesn't actually mean there's such thing as a blender for paper. I just want a blender that I can use for paper. I haven't seen any on my excursions to Goodwill when I have gone. So all right. I'm trying to smush this. This looks like it's not glued as well as I want it, but so I'm just trying to spread out some of the glue. Okay, so I've got this and that up and up. So I am going to, this is what I'm going to do. I'll use this. I like this stuff. And this one I'm just going to cut. I'm just going to cut this for now. Whatever scraps I make, I make. Oh, that's good. That's almost perfect. And then we're not going to cut the microphone cord because that would be dumb. Oh, it being dumb is not why we're not going to do it. That would be a reason to do it. All right. Now you could use this, whoops, as a tuck spot as well, because you could stick stuff in it from the sides, kind of like the tubey that I was showing you out of the envelope, which is a whole new idea that I have now. So that's going to be a thing. So I'm going to have to write it down or something. So I'll just sit here playing with my glue, waiting for it to come out. There we go. Here's this. And let's do this as well. And this time I am just going to glue this. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm going to ink it, then I'm going to glue it. You can't trick me into not inking self. Okay, inked. That is just lovely. Okay, flip and flip. So come on, glue. Going as close to the edge as I can without making a mess, because I didn't put my glue paper underneath, or my glue, well, I can't put my glue placemat down because Miss Phoebe is out and about, and she is my cord eating, wandering bunny. I made it a little big and a little off where I wanted it to be, but that is why they made scissors. See? Look at the scissors. Ta-da! Fixed it. All better. Just paper. Okay. Now it's pretty well stuck, so that's good. Let go. And now I cut. I'm doing it probably the most backwards way I could, but I'm committed, so there's that. And nope. This will work. It's kind of the same thing. Almost. So I can see the line through the paper that was guiding me in that particular situation. So there is another journaling spot. Ooh, and maybe a pocket. Who knows? It's not, because I just glued where it could be a pocket, but you know, could have been. Could have been a pocket. I didn't ink. So sad. Let's get some ink on here anyway. That'll teach it. You're inked. Trying to get away without being inked, are ya? Alright. So there's that. Now, in terms of paper crafting, card making, that kind of thing, this would actually be super cute as like, it kind of looks like a ribbon or an award or something like that. So you could do this on a gift too. So there's that. This is those two. You don't have to put this on here at all. I did it because I was tired of watching the flat pop up. So that worked. These are all 3 envelopes that we've made today, and their prototypes. On your mark, get set, go. And I hope you had a good time. If you did have a good time, please like, subscribe, and share. Also, if you're interested in seeing all sorts of different crafts, I have a Facebook group called Wicked Crafty Mom, and that is me. And you could join the group and hang out and get inspired and talk crafts with people, or look at crafts and not say anything to anybody, ever. Whatever you want. So that is all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.